morning's here, the morning's here, sunshine is here, the sky is clear, the morning's here.
Hey, you're back!
Hey, get into gear!
Breakfast is near, the dark of night has disappeared.
Up to Baston trees. You see it? I see you. Up to Baston trees. You see it? I see you.
So as you could tell, the ceremony is taking place and there are puppeteers all through the crowd. And I want you to know that this ceremony is a military operation, right? And the reason why I say that is because, one, it's a ritual going down, and number two, she's been controlled with technology. So she is a complete slave right now, because all the technology already around her. Now, if you pay attention closely, pay attention to the expressions of the children, okay? And look for the puppeteers. It's the children's expressions that give everything away. Alright? And they are controllers. They are controllers, handlers in the making. Okay? This is a Babylonian ceremony and a ritual. She has no control at all. The being has actually taken over remote viewing. And what I think there is a gray in the crowd underneath one of those mascot costumes, and he's sitting on top of the stage as one of the, I don't know what it is. It's a brown looking mascot with the big eyes. And that's a gray behind that mask. See? And whatever she looking at while she around these group of people, Montauk kids, MK Ultra kids, special military kids or whatever, this group, right? These X-Men or whatever. See, that ET whole thing, these motherfuckers is not your friend. See, well, excuse my French. When Ross Ben was talking about be aware of their technology, I believe so. I really do believe so. That he landed, he hit the mothership, the mother load. Because not only could he fly the kids or whatever, and that's an MK Ultra, as you can see, but he could also force people to move. So he can mind mesh with them and force people to move in a certain way. Now, whatever she was seeing there, she was spooked the hell out. She was scared. But the eyes tell it all. Even though this being got total control of this sister right here, she was terrified. It's no telling what type of sick, perverse things went on in the procedure for her to get like that, and there while she's there. This is all programming. All programming. Say what you want to say, but about being psyop, but she's totally under. Rewind the tape, go back to the eyes. Look, the eyes tell it all. Look at these kids. I can't stress enough, this has been played on us from this was back in the 70s, early 70s. You see? And this is a kid's theme. But look how E.T. come at you as a kid's theme. Pretending make-believe. But it's actual reality that's going on. You see, that was the original supposed to be E.T., but they switched it up to be more kid-friendly. They've been dealing with these beings that live in these mountains for a long time, which we call fallen. So, pay attention to where the kids looking. They looking at the controls. They're not even interested in her singing. It's not even about, it's about controlling her. I bet she wearing a diaper because she pissing in her pants. Straight up. You got every type of wickedry in this crowd. Wickedness. Straight up devils. In a house of Babylon right there. A military operation dealing with these graves and these fallen angels right there displayed for you to see. The best way to hide something is in plain sight. Now if you look to the right, your left, see that little crow right there, or whatever the hell it is? That's a grave behind that mask. That's what it looks like. And it's displaying its technology. See, when the government made deals to take humans, right? I believe they wanted to take musicians, right? Because musicians tap into certain frequencies, control that Shakti energy, just like the snakes blowing the flute, controlling that snake, that energy. They need that to feast on. Besides your fluids, you know what I mean? There go to possession. You see? Just like Beyonce in the Super Bowl, you know, and they show they're exhibiting their power over this and the possession. That's what the technology is, and that's the Babylonian rituals too, you know. And Tupac, same thing with him. Many different clones of Tupac, but look at the eyes. And I'm gonna do a video on that too to show you, cause it's still hard. It's a hard pill to swallow, but it's reality. It's something we gotta deal with. You know, don't get scared. You know, a lot of people like ostriches. You know, the lion come run that ostrich. First thing you do is he duck his head in the sand, knowing that lion fit to eat his ass. Right. Let's deal with this, Missy. And she dealing with the black horse. Okay, let's deal with Missy. Let's go into the rituals. The black horse represents famine, illness, sickness. And what she suffer from? Graves' disease. And what she represent every time the military get ready to do something, they need a copper base individual, female. It's all about opening portals to bring in that sickness. Need to materialize it. So this was done way back in the 1990s, right? She already showing the corona right there. It's a I want to say a military Air Force unit, special divisions that's carrying out these things along with the alien agenda. Look, see who? There's only one Missy, but it's more than one Missy. It's damn near like 10 or 20 of them. If y'all can't see that, I don't know what's going on, but hey, I'm here to prove exactly what I'm talking about. Now this ain't I'm gonna prove that Missy a clone in this way, but Missy is a clone. Missy been gone. Missy been dead for years. She's been dead for years. Okay? They got Missy looking like the brat. They got Missy looking like this one. They got Missy looking like that one. They got Missy looking like... Man, Missy been dead for a long time. What you see now is just nothing but a robotoid, a synthetic version of her, or he, she, or whatever it was supposed to be a Jodeci girl. You know what I'm saying? So this is one of Hype Williams' videos, right? And what I want to show you here is what they're dancing on. Okay, so they dancing on the Ark of the Covenant. The stage is a representation of the Ark of the Covenant. For y'all don't know what the Ark of the Covenant is, Google it. But that was the main instrument where Israel would talk to, like a direct line, like a phone line, right? So the priests around had to wear ephods around them, to keep themselves balanced, which was a breastplate with different stones. Okay, now this is a combination of three things, but we're gonna start with the first one, right? So they dancing on the Ark, right? So they battles who they fought, people that actually took the Ark from them, but the Ark was returned to Israel for some odd reason, even though it fell in evil hands, right? So one of the people that they fought was the Philistines, right? It was a group of giants, right? So as you can see, again, this is witchcraft, but it's psyop, right? So it's interweaving. The psyop and the witchcraft is interweaving, and sometimes you got to flip the pictures upside down, like invert them, and look at the pictures, because the pictures tell 1,000 words. So the pictures show that this ghost, remember we've been following this whole ghost thing, right? The Nephilim, right? These big head mother, tall. It was a whole bunch of different groups that was freaking giants in the earth, okay? But remember, right? We had certain people go up against these giants and behead them. These giants, right? So as you can see in their duality, right? They holding up their art, but they trying to resurrect their Nephilim beings. They trying to resurrect their Nephilim, right? Their leaders, the ones who walk around without a body, stuck in dimensions. So as we get closer, right, you'll see they holding up their art. That's in the duality where we had to flip the picture. Everything is inverted. That's why I say you have to train your eyes to see this thing. What's going on, right? Remember David that went against Goliath. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so you see at this this is one how big they supposed to be. That's what they say now. So at the doorway in the head, and then somebody bent over, with the tools out, or spells, or whatever's going on. Or it could possibly be the spirits underneath, like the dead. And this is like maybe see the giant above, his head is gone, and that's the head right there. And he trying to cast spells. See, he looking into the underworld and trying to raise them up, trying to get them out. See, they stuck. But it makes sense, in a sense, because I think she said in the verse, she sit on hills, like Lauren Hill. Remember I told you we went through the decoding of Lauren Hill of the video when she lost her head. Well, Larry Lauren, aka Larry, lost his head and was replaced. Lauren was replaced. Okay, so that's why I say they interweave, because it's the Brat Pack. You understand what I'm saying? And now I think the new Brat Pack is with Ricky Smiley. I think they did a couple episodes. I don't know how old that is or whatnot, but I think it's a game of using your art, right? So they gotta unleash the ghost spell and keep the ghost spell perpetuating, so they could use your art to bring their old Nephilim across to use your body as a vessel. So they gotta take over your art, right? Your crown. They have to take your crown for them to come through. So this is the reason why they keep perpetuating this ghost spell, right? So they can easily enter you. They want you to give up. They want your inheritance, you know. So that's the reason for the spell. Now again, the director is Hype Williams, so it's deep, man. It's deep, and I do believe that he sits at the table of one of the highest Illuminati, like directors in the world. I ain't talking about just the United States. I'm talking about the world. I think he sits down with a round table of Illuminati priests, you know, because he handles that, projecting the image, and they have to keep projecting that ghost image. You see what I'm saying? Number one, they got to keep you asleep, and number two is they have to do the Uno reverse, skip, draw two, draw four, and then they hit the wild card, and that's what I think, that, you know, that's the basis of it. Yeah, so you know, like I said, you know, these pictures have to be inverted sometimes, and to see the real deal. But it's a ritual going on. It's surgical. Every step they do, they telling the elites what's going ready to happen, and this is one of the way they communicate. Okay, symbolism. And I just want to say that it's all about balance. And when you off balance, this is when they attack you, attack the mind. So you can see Missy there in her white, right? And it's a chemtrail gun. It's like she going back in the 19 whatever time, like Agent Orange or whatever. You see they doing the sky like this. They putting the death and vow all in the air, and in the waters and everything. See her hand in the water, you know, distorting. That's funny how she put her hand in the water, and then she come back and she do the thing with her mouth. Wow, it's crazy. But you know, I think the whole prophecy was it was 7 vows, 7 spirits, 7 vows was supposed to be unleashed. Well, we're going back to the black horse now, Revelation, you know what I'm saying? And this whole thing is it's still about the wheat and the tares. It's still about the wheat and the tares, and how you live in your life every day. You know, and these people, from what I got, they doing these rituals on graveyards. They built these megalithic buildings on these ancient, you know, these mounds, and using the ancestral energy on these ley lines to modify and control and manipulate certain aspects. So that's one theory. So I mean, it's so much involved, the alchemy, till I see it, but I know that there's a book of shadows and there's a Vatican that holds so many of these rituals, and certain people in that arena go through these dark lord books, and they're able to identify with them and put them into sequence so that it is illustrated into a relative timeline, such as this. It's like a gas chamber, like the gas nozzle, what she displaying right there. And when you see her with that big balloon, whatever, that's just represent all the vials, sickness and death. And the silver portal behind her represents I want to say aluminum or moon, emotion, silver, moon, emotion. You see, and why cocoa? And then she said yo-yo. So is she saying it's a morphodite? Is she saying that both energies are the hermaphrodite, or what you would consider a Nephilim? You know, these disembodied souls of Nephilim. You know what I mean? Because it's very sick. I mean, it's terrifying. It's that there are beings or entities that have that much hatred for Israel, and to the extent that it would take it. You know, there it is again. I mean, it's just how you look at it. You know what I mean? It's why we're opening portals. And we know the purple mean, that's the crown, right? But I heard disturbing news or two about the eyes of these it's like serpent eyes. How Lucifer had eyes of amethyst. And this was years ago, and I read some information about that. And something about he laid in the bottomless pit, awaiting with I forget how to describe his talons or claws, but it was like a precious metal though. Like his whole body was made of some type of precious metal. So that's interesting. So within this picture, you have a person standing in between all these Nephilims or whatever they is, and some of them look like they're erect. Some of them look like they're just watching. Maybe he's making a deal, because it looks like somebody's like standing there. You see it. I mean, you can pretty much, some of y'all might know what this is. I'm still trying to figure it out myself. But I figured I might as well share this information with you, instead of just, holding it for myself. So, we see the one eye, that light, and whatever. But there's also, it's a story in this picture, because no way they won't show this particular picture 3 times. They show it once in all black, they show it once in purple, and they show it once again in brown. So you got black, brown, and purple, right? And maybe somebody listening out there can explain what's up, what's really going on. They ain't look like somebody getting choked out right there in some type of way. You see that? It's weird. Like some type of ritual going down right there. Yeah. See, all that's going on is rock in the bag there, which is that thing that she wears is all the vials. You can see all the demons and stuff. Again, as you can see, like again, dancing on the ark on of the mind. You would say on the crown chakra, and they want to bring through their image. Okay, materialize. Kind of like the montage here, where you got to. They use these kids to bring these beings into existence. That was the Philadelphia thing. So y'all can check that out. But again, some powerful alchemy though, cause visions of and then the tombstone, and this, you know what? Be honest with you. I mean, who thinks of this shit on the regular? I mean, you have to be in the fucking this whatever that Book of Shadows like fucking day and night. Eat, live, and sleep that shit, cause this is just fucking using the shadows pictures, bro. Look at that shit. I mean, sorry about the cussing, but look at that. Pay attention to the middle, like the crown, like the purple in the middle. You see how they stand in their stance, and see, look at the shadows up top. Like first it look like somebody sitting, and then being pulled. The shadows is pulling the person off the, off that like chair or whatever. How they sitting, it just yanks them off. I don't know. It's a lot going on right there. Alright, and it's true enough. They just want to pull you off. Now, I'm looking at this and I say, wow, they got a total in the tombstone. Okay, so what does that mean? Are they saying the total deaths? Are they totaling up the deaths? Food source, bodies that they can inhabit. And here it looks like she's holding the head, a decapitated head. I forget which one is that. The one with a long tongue. What's the tallest one in total? See, sometimes you gotta invert these pictures. I mean, I apologize. Some of y'all ain't used to it, but some pictures just don't make sense. It's kind of like the movie Men in Black with Will Smith. And remember, he was being in this little room where he was trying to get in to become a member of the Men in Black, and he was like, this, some of this shit just don't make sense. And if you look at it, it don't make sense, But that look like a Babylonian picture, the one I showed earlier, She touching death, and she in the airwaves. That's why I show her in that particular chemtrail, like a component of the plane, maybe the tailpipe. All the chemtrails releasing out into the atmosphere. All of the coronavirus that's being dropped down below. That's what she represents. The vials, death. 5 and 5, 10. Oh, some of the lights went off. So yeah, again, I'm just flipping pictures. I'm looking from afar to see what it is. Some of it look like the resurrection of some type of masterful, colorful death coming, that they unleashed, coming through a portal, coming through your corona, coming up, playing on your crown, they're releasing some type of their version of a phoenix too. Once the corona hit, it's gonna kill so many, and it's gonna play a psychological warfare on your mind. It's gonna force you to give up. It's gonna force you to, whatever. It's gonna snatch souls, snatch minds. I mean, and like I say, and we looking at it upside down, and you see exactly what I'm saying. For those who can see, I was just looking at the scripture today. I think it was Revelation 2, chapter 2, verse 29. It was like 28, 29, something like those that can see. I don't want to misquote it, but I don't want to get off a track. But it was just saying something about, if you can, those who have eyes see, those who have ears hear, and if you can survive this, you will be granted a rod of iron, and basically put these serpents in their place, because that's what it is, a den. It's a den of serpents, a den of thieves. And I'm looking at the pictures just like you, and it look like that's on the altar and somebody being held. It could represent, those statues, those cement statues where the woman is held by the serpent, the female, because the portal, again, it's all about opening portals. That's why they say, beware your thoughts when you're making love and certain things. It can mean a lot of things, but I know what I know, and I know from the things that we've been following the last couple of days, who've been watching the videos, y'all understand what's going on. And this is some powerful ass Book of Shadow shit. And then, and then you have 702 in here, right? Which I'm thinking 702. What is it? 72 Goatius. The 72 demons, right? Anything dealing with 72, 27, 9 can mean the end of a chapter and the beginning of a new. It could mean that. What's on the shirt? Like death, a whole bunch of skulls and shit. Woo. Yeah. Who ain't one of them girls? Yeah, stay away. It's just so, like, I can't stand the rain. You know what I mean? It's like, against my window. Like, is that what the song really means? You can't stand the wrath of God? Really? You know what I mean? Like, you did what you did, but now this. You know what I mean? All this. And see, that's the whole thing, because when you just a layman, you just like, all you hear is the music, and it looks real cool, the creativeness, right? But if, like this picture, one person is pulling, in the same costume, one person is pulling the person this way, like double mind. You see what I'm saying? And then the little things going back and forth represents the clock. Like, I got a certain amount of time to pull you over this way. I'm trying to pull you. I got time to pull you, to death. Because they in a type of grave. What they call them? Y'all help me out. Mausoleums. Okay. Now check this out. This really gets interesting. She pulls up and then pull up in the Jeep. X marks the spot. This shows you that with the chemtrails. X marks the spot. Look at it again. Pulled up on the X. Okay, so what the Jeep actually mean? The Jeep is a plane, right? It's a vehicle, right? Because when she get in it, right? He already in there on this when she first get in it, but he laying down. But it's a mannequin, so it's showing death, right? Okay. I'm gonna just sit back and let you look at it and see for yourself. Slow it down, stop it, whatever. And see the lines? Did you check out the lines? That was the reflection on the Jeep door. It was just like that. See the lines on the Jeep? See? They dropping chemtrails. That's what the Jeep is. She going to see her peeps. Right? The pilot. They piloting. Right? Okay. Let's check it out. I know you called the airport, right? The reflection in the back. The airport. Okay. They leaving the spot. Did you catch the back? The reflection. The runway. Okay. Well, if this ain't the most retarded son of a going on. Now she passing by all these green fields with people. I know it's a prop on the Jeep, right? Like show a person. So as they riding, they spraying the chemtrails. See? Let it watch. I'm gonna let you watch it. I'm gonna sit back and chill. Okay, the ritual. They go to 10. 10 pieces of gold, right? 5 represent. Well, she giving a countdown, right? 5, 4, 3, 2. See, head while you sleeping, they working, they dropping, all white, right? Death. You see Timberland in that as a reverend, so they know it's death. All this is about death, killing you. The Georgia Stones. It ain't really even about that. It's about a food source. See, so as you cover up the button, see? Her navigation, see? The hand up. Then when she get over the line, she hit the button. There you go. Yup. You see it? sacred temple. Yo, cutting trees at you. In the crypt. That's what it is. Crypt. The crypt. There you go, Tim. There you go, the Reverend. Welcome in. There's Corona. Death. Doing the ritual. That's why I say it's a military thing, because the military executed and they need the sellouts, right? The ones control the music. The snake raising up to the crown. Shakti energy, right? For the okay. Tell them where they did this ritual at. Like Ross Bean was saying, when you do shit in Philly, it's like the okay for the whole planet. It's like it's like giving consent to the whole planet. You see they puppeteers. You see it all day. Take a good look at this picture. Ugh. Lil Kim and Lil C's. What does that mean? Put the connection together between these two. Micro agents. And they may be dumbing it a box of rocks. But they ain't getting all this money. Just by singing some songs. You see? There you go. The illumination. 7 dancers, 7 vows, playing on these 7 chakras. You see? And they got the hieroglyphics in the background. Yo. Men in black flashing that light. Racing memory, all type of shit. All type of devices going on. Trickery. And all this is a reflection of what the military is actually doing. Because they made a deal with the fallen lords. So I always say prayed up to the Most High, man. So you can ask for the discernment. You see what's going on. And I noticed too, they had a ladder in the crypt where Missy was. So he wouldn't climb out. He dead. And you want to think it's like positive, right? You want to be like, well, maybe they just doing it positive to help, us folk. But no, it's all about them and their agenda. They happy where they at. But just take a look at it, man. You can put 2 and 2 together and break it down. These are little pictures I just caught when they hitting out that Men in Black. Erase your memory light on you. See what it really projecting. Monsters. Calcified pioneers. They want your pineal calcified. In other words, they want plaque in your body. See? It's all about erasing your memory. Delivering that ghost spell on you. Beheading you. Don't fall asleep just yet. Stay woke. Pay attention. As above, so below. Train your eyes to look in this way. Train your eyes. You can do it. Just a little bit of practice. Did you catch that? You see the circle? Do you see it? Rewind it. Take another look. See the hell? In the clouds? See that? That's what I mean by sitting on the mounds. Earth give birth to the Nephilim. See? Doing rituals on the mounds. The idle mind. See? Death. Resurrecting and disembodied souls. You see? again too, look at the ceiling, you know. Look at the symbols. Don't give up so easily. Take note. Behind these evil spirits. You think these images are here to help you? Get your 40 acres and a mule? No, these images are implanted to keep you wandering through the wilderness for another 40 years. To keep you in a perpetual mind state. Keep you asleep. To keep you off balance. Not in harmony with nature. Not praising to the Most High. That's what they want. The same rituals that they pull in the early 1950s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, they still doing it today. That's why nothing seems like it's changing. But the Most High hear you. He know your heart. What you think they went and tried to dig up all these books and they went to war for to get all these books on mind control, body snatching, soul scapping? You see, they showing you the technology right there. The cloaking devices, using witchcraft to have demons follow you. They made a pact with the rebellious ones, right? You just gotta overcome. They gave up their inheritance. These people that you see putting a spell on you, these people that put the spell that sold us out, our own people, they sided with the rebellious ones, with the fallen, to put you under this spell, this ghost spell. You see? To put the viruses, the unclean in the air, polluting the water and the food, child trafficking, perversion of the natural order. You see? It's all deception. And this is why they get to walk on the red carpet. See, that's what that represent right there. The dog, he's sniffing behind her. The fool. He represent death. She represent the grave and the vials. Micro, all in airborne. That's what it's saying. It's an airborne disease, perversion, parasite, dropping bombs every day, attacking your mental, physical, and spiritual on all levels. That's why this war gotta be fought. You gotta raise up. It gotta be fought on those levels too. You gotta raise up. You gotta go within. You gotta talk to the Father. Through Christ, all things are possible. Don't let nobody tell you different. Like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may destroy. Ephesians, higher principalities. So put on the full armor of God. Again, total death. The ritual. Missy, representing the grave, marking the Son and the Father. Look at that. In their tombs. The frog, uncleanness, foul. You see the fool talking to death. You see that? It's wicked. The idle mind, sitting on them hills. Dead ancestors. Put two and two together. You get it. They want a birth. They got a new vision for the planet and the earth. Let's take a closer look. I'ma chill. You tell me what you see. See a dude trying to come through the portal. What is it? See the grays they trying to plan their escape. In and out of portals. Soul scabbing. Initiate you in. It's the same thing with the Lauren Hill. You come in this way, you leave that way. They take one of ours and bring one of theirs in. X marks the spot. Death. The corona. Find the plane. Look on his arms, they souls. What's the movie, Gladiator? And he was talking about how the Roman emperor at that time, he say it's all about summer games, right? And he'll bring them death, and they will love him for it. Remember that when they was having that conversation with Maximus in the movie Gladiator? Agent Orange. All over again. Look at it again. The ritual. See how them dancers worship. It's sick, ain't it? I know it. It's sick. Like that's our altar. Worship her incense up to her demon god. You see? Now what it look like. It's fun and games, ain't it? You see it? Look at that hell. You see it? Don't let your minds be idle. The crown, the beast. What? The worship. Who they worshiping to? Who crown they playing on? That serpent. Babylon. Ritual. Death. On her head was the crown. The black horse. Chemtrails, death, corona. And you thought she was your friend. Portals, devour, sickness, death, replace, clone, an agent, a deceiver. And that's what you call super duper fly. Releasing the vials upon the earth. Trying to kill. On one side of the shirt, M, and another, you see the SS. Wow. That's why I made that video when I did She's a Bitch. Oh. Wow. Alright, family. Peace, love, and harmony. Stay vigilant. Stay humble. Stay grounded. And praise the Most High with all your heart. And remember, when you face adversity, go within. Alright? Peace and love.